Hi everybody, today is Wednesday, no it's not, it's Monday the 25th of April 2021 and I wanted to give a quick update. This is the third video today, so if you've watched the other two, welcome back. If you've not, hi. A quick update on the jib jab and the effect I'm feeling from this when I'm close to people. I would like to see if anybody else out there who's empathic or sensitive to energies can back up what I'm feeling. So, I was near a family member who has taken both of the jib jabs, and I'd forgotten completely that she'd taken them. I was more concerned that I was going in with a new puppy and would he pee on the floor or, you know. But when I got within about 3 feet, I felt this really strange energy. It stopped me in my tracks and I thought, what the hell is that feeling? That is not nice. And the only way I can describe it is if, you know, on the old televisions, where, like the CRT televisions, where you put your hand against it and it has a static coming off the screen, and you could feel the static like tangible against your hand. Well, can you imagine that static is a lot stronger than you would on a television? You can feel it touching your face, and it's quite a gnarly feeling. It makes you feel a bit on edge. It's not a pleasant feeling at all. And I didn't put it down to the jib jab at first. I was like, what is going on? What energy? Because it's normally a lovely energy from this person. And I actually couldn't go within 3 feet. I actually, to the point I sat in the doorway of the living room. I didn't go into the home, I sat in the doorway because I didn't want to go into the room. I didn't want to go any further than I was, and I didn't care how stupid I looked. I just could not physically go any further because it felt so horrible. And then we were all going out into the garden. So they went to the garden, and I afterwards followed. And in the garden I felt fine. It seemed like I was away far enough. I was concentrating on more my puppy and my child and speaking from a distance. And it wasn't until I was going home I was thinking, what was that feeling? I didn't get it off my gran, and she hasn't had them. But I did get off this other person. And I was like, is that caused by having 2 jib jabs? Does it do something to your energy body? It was really weird. And you know when you've been next to somebody, or you're next to a spirit, let's say, you feel entities around you, and you feel it like I can explain it almost like a static energy, this energetic force that you feel same thing when somebody walks in a room behind you and you've got headphones on, you don't hear them, but you sense it, and you turn around, you sense a kind of energy pushing against your energy. In the same way, and it feels like a different energy. Anyway, so since then I've been quite mindful of this energy frequency. And I can tell you now that I can tell you without seeing who's had the jib jab and who hasn't. Because when I'm in a shop, let's say, and there's people coming behind you and walking past you, then you'll get the odd one that's like, it's like, oh, there's that feeling again. That's a jib jab person. And the only thing I can take from that is that they are being turned into something that's a different species to human. And my energy is just not used to it. So this is like a new species that I'm suddenly next to, and I'm feeling the vibration. It's a different vibration coming from them. It may be to do with the nanotech that I'm sensing, some kind of electrical frequency coming from it, perhaps. I have thought that could be possible. I don't know which I prefer, really. A different type of human, or the nanotechnology buzzing off them and I'm feeling the frequency coming off them. Both are bad. Why would you want to turn yourself into a different species? Why would you not want to be naturally human anymore? Your original self. Why do you want to change yourself into something which you were not born? I'm not going to comment on why, because it'll bring my energy level down. People will do what they'll do. Free will in the universe. There's free will. People have the choice to do this. And if they take it, then they are choosing to turn themselves into a non-human. I cannot be responsible for their actions. But I would like other people to tell me if you're feeling this too, if you're sensitive to energies. and what you might think this could be. Because I think if you've watched my other videos before, that I made a lot of videos on zombies, people attacking each other, something happens to humanity where there's two groups. Some people stay normal and some people just start savagely attacking each other and fighting. And it's horrible. And they don't seem to understand that they're being hurt. They were all these people fighting each other and really, really seriously injuring each other, but not seeming to feel the physical pain of being injured. And it's like they're only fighting other people who were the same as them. The people who were different, they didn't seem to notice. I don't know. I hope that's not going to be something we're going to see in the future. I'm not going to think about that or manifest that, or I'm going to tell you just for the pure purposes of, do you feel this different frequency? Meditate on it. Maybe get yourself really sensitive and then go out into public and see if you feel different new vibrations that you haven't felt before, and what this could be. Because I'm kind of going to avoid people who've had the jib jab just in the interim. I don't particularly want to be next to the energy because it just doesn't feel very nice, and I don't want even my pet to be next to them just in case. You know, I'm not going to live in fear, but I don't want to be out. But at the same time, I wouldn't, you know, just because I believe God protects me, walk across the bypass with a blindfold on. Just because I think that I'm protected, you know. I wouldn't go and take drugs thinking I'm absolutely protected because I believe myself to be protected, because that's a little bit foolhardy. So I'm going to be a little bit cautious. I'm going to be mindful of my environment and not walk blindly into a situation that could harm me. So just until I get more updates on it, I'm going to do a meditation on it and ask again. I did ask questions last night about this, and I was told that we can't, if we don't believe ourselves to be harmed, then we won't. But anyway, I'm still not going to do it. I'm not going to take a jib jab. That seems silly. I want to remain my original self. Thank you very much. But anyway, I have to go now. And this will be the last video of today. So if you watched this one first, there's another two I made earlier. Take care of yourself. Meditate on what's happening in your own environment, in your own body, and the changes that are happening to you, because there is changes happening. Be mindful of time. There's many time displacements happening now. Things disappearing. Write them down. Make a little diary. Because it's quite an exciting time if you're looking at things from that perspective. Sometimes I want to get a tub of popcorn, just sit back and watch how the world's changing before my eyes. Because I was told all this in 2010, 2011, and now I'm watching it manifest, it's like, oh my God. You know, I always knew it was coming, but when? So there's a lot more exciting things to come. A lot more. I'm even looking forward to this fake alien invasion that's planned. So that'll be something to watch, eh? Something exciting to look at. And then the real ones come. That'll be good times. Do not live in fear, but be cautious of yourself. Okay, take care everyone. Have a lovely day or a lovely week, and I'll catch you on the other side.